Everyone, it is Sunday. I have my hair in a very crazy little bun here, but I stayed in bed for a bit, was on my phone, which is a bad habit, but I cleaned up a little bit, and then right now I'm going to get ready and go get some brunch so I can do some studying, and then I'm gonna go grocery shopping, and this is just I guess this is going to be a little like Sunday reset, how I prepare for my week. Also, you guys, I got a little self-tan and it looks very uneven right now, so guys, so I thought I'd sit here and chit chat with you guys because I need to start getting better at these because I suck. No, I don't suck. I just have a hard time doing my makeup while multitasking and talking at the same time, so this is going to be a really hard task for me. See, I can't even know what, like, I'll forget the steps as I'm talking. I'm gonna put on some primer. I really wanted to kind of talk and get into some like deep combos because I love watching those types of videos where we can just like encourage. I wanted to give a couple steps on how to get over a breakup. Like said it in my previous video that I wasn't going to talk about anymore, but I think that there's so many girls, heartbreak is the hardest thing. Well, for me at least. I feel like I just gained so much knowledge. So I guess the first step to getting over a breakup is just let it all out, feel your emotions. I think that is the most important thing you can do, is just digest, feel everything. Once it's happening, just sit there like crisscross applesauce like this, and I would just cry it out. And in my brain, okay, Bianca, I know how bad you want to go back to this person, and it really is, you know, the full, I think, what is it, like 7 stages of grief. That for me was probably the hardest part. When I was going to therapy, like that's something that my therapist was telling me, is that as humans, like we don't like feeling pain, so that's why it's automatic. We have to figure out how we're gonna solve it, try to do something to not feel that. And after knowing that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna actually not do anything, and I'm going to take it all in and know that this is what's going to make me stronger as I'm sitting here and crying it and feeling it. I give myself the reassurance that it's okay, you're going to be okay, like taking breaths, and then after that I would just go do something to make me feel better. And not necessarily like those are things that you have to like constantly be doing, like go get yourself, like you got to get your mind out. I would just normally go out for a run. Like running has helped me a lot. Anytime I would feel any sort of emotion, like anytime I was feeling angry or agitated or sad or just all these emotions from the breakup, I would just go for a run. And sometimes I would be even crying like as I'm running. I'm like and you're sweaty and like you're red, so not many people will notice, but it's just been very helpful to just really take it in. The second thing to do is definitely get involved in some sort of like community, a support group. Try to reach out to friendships, just get in some sort of support group. And it is really important to not isolate yourself, because I feel like I was doing that. Like I didn't even want to be involved in any of my family events because it made me sad to go to the family events. And it's okay, you're gonna have those moments where doing things that you used to do with that person and doing it on your own is gonna feel a little wonky. But just like I said, feel your emotions, digest, or it's gonna come in waves. Anytime I would feel it in my chest, I would just sit there, like even when I would go somewhere in my car, like I would just be like, okay, Bianca, it's like, I would just say the wave is coming, it'll come, it'll pass by, like just, and I'll just be sobbing in my car, and I'll just either listen to worship music and praying to God. Like I think that has just been the foundation get through this is God, because anytime I would feel so sad, even the breakup, but just in life in general, like sometimes I would get overwhelmed with, you know, stuff that life throws at you. I would sometimes just hold my Bible and I'd just cry, and I was like, God, this hurts. Like, please talk to me. And He will. They would be verses that will pop into my head. Or I remember this one time I was crying so bad and I was so sad, and I was like, God, can you just make me laugh? I just want to hear you. And I remember, I don't remember exactly what verse I read, but I think going through like the scriptures, and I was reading one of the stories where Jesus was walking on water and the disciples were like, Jesus, where are you? And He's like, I'm right here. And I don't know why, I just thought that that was just so funny. Sometimes like I'll tell God, like, call me out on something if I'm doing something wrong, and He'll do it in a second. Get into a support group, get involved with either volunteering. I volunteered at this senior home. I knew that this time was a blessing from God. I wanted to do something that was going to be purposeful and use my time wisely. I went out and volunteered and just gone to groups, and that's what helped me so much, because I've gotten people praying over me and just gaining so much wisdom from my Bible study groups and just meeting a lot of new friendships. And so it was just a very, very supporting, and I'm very thankful of that. And then thirdly, I would say go pick up a new hobby. I'm sure like that's what everybody would tell you, is just go out and try new things that you've always wanted to do. And as for me, like I did like a cooking class, I did a pottery class, which I would just say yes to anything that I was invited to. It was just in that, as I was like slowly, like I was escalating, I'm like, okay, this is fun, like I'm having such a great time. I even forgot to mention, I guess the second part of it too is getting into therapy has helped me so much. Shout out to my therapist, because she really helped me to dig into some of my deep roots, that now I'm able to acknowledge a lot of my wrongs and just have that self-improvement. And I can finally say that I've overcome my eating disorder, anxiety, like bad traits and habits that I had, and even bad, just my whole identity really, because I struggled with figuring out who I was. I didn't know how to control my emotions, and just sitting there and talking about my past and why the way I'm wired and why I do the things that I do, the way that I cope with things because of like my childhood traumas, things that I had to go through. And now just zooming out and realizing like, oh, okay, I got this, like I'm in control. And she helped me to really pick up some skills. I do start feeling a certain way. Some exercises that help me to just not feel as bad, because normally I would go out and do something crazy anytime I was feeling like I was going to lose my mind. It would be an advice that I would give to a girl or anybody going through a hardship or a breakup, or even like a loss of someone. I think it's mostly like just being more present and acknowledging what you have around you. And I think what has helped me is to just genuinely just be grateful for everything, and any negativity that comes out of my mouth, like I stop myself and I'm like, no, don't you say that, like that is not true. There's a lot of things that we don't take for granted. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the air in my lungs, like my parents, my family, God, just everything. I am super just grateful, and I love just like even being outside, and even if I go out and get my favorite ice cream or go to the grocery store, like I get into that mindset like where I'm just genuinely happy to be where I am right now. So that is pretty much all the advice I have to give. So I don't know if there's any questions, guys, DM me and I will give a rapid response to that because I've been there. And so if you need somebody to help you kind of understand or need somebody to know what you're going through, or just let me know. Right, you guys, this is the makeup glam. I didn't really do my lashes. I just put on some mascara. Normally I would curl my lashes, but yeah, this is pretty much the whole makeup look. Also, oh my gosh, I have to take this off. But this song from Chelsea Cutler is called Someone Else's Heaven. Highly recommend you guys listen to it because what the song lyric says, it's like so true, and that song really helped me to kind of just vibe with the flow. But yeah, I still need to figure out where I'm gonna go eat because I don't know. This is the summer look that I have. I got these tan sandals from my mom, which they're super cute because they have a little butterfly. And then I topped it off with this, I guess, fashionable button up. And so, yeah, I will see you guys at brunch. All right, you guys. I just got done eating some brunch. I am so stuffing full. Oh my gosh. I went to this new brunch spot that's by my house, and I'm glad that I came because normally I'm still like pushing myself to do things on my own, and like I've been going out to eat a lot by myself, and at first it feels very uncomfortable because you see everyone with either with their friends or family, and I just like realized that most of the time people are just so focused, you know, in their own zone, and they're not really paying attention on you. So I was just enjoying my meal. I was still having a hard time like trying to record because it seems pretty weird, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed this spot, and this is your sign to just go search up on Yelp, look for places and go try them out because you never know. And I think I just found my favorite brunch spot, and it's so close to my house, and it's not busy, and it's just, I just went in, and even though it was like pretty crowded, especially for brunch time, it's really hard to get seating, but for just one person, like I got attended super fast, and I'm so stuffed right now. So I am going to a local coffee shop because I do need to get some studying done. That is priority. And then I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I love grocery shopping. It's so fun, and I just find that so like I get to go to the grocery store, and I love seeing, I don't know, just like food just makes me really happy. And then I just get excited because I get to like prep my meals, and I'm like, oh, this is what I should eat this for the week. Guys, let me calm down. But I will see you guys in a couple of hours.
the boutique store, or kind of the area that I was in. I came to this old town, and I didn't even realize I was the only person in the boutique because it was so humongous and it was so easily to get lost in. Like, they had so much vintage stuff that I was like going through. Like, there was so many like old books, postcards, and clothes from like people and letters, and I was just so shocked of the amount of history in that boutique. It just makes me want to go even more to like bookstores and vintage, because I didn't realize like how fast like time will go by when you're so engaged, seeing so many different things and like different stories. And I was like looking through old magazines. I think I was one magazine from like the 1950s, and they had all these photos and kind of like a time collapse of like the history there. Okay, anyways, that is me ranting about going to vintage stores, because it really does help like my mind to just distract myself from everything else, until the lady like came in and she's like, oh, by the way, we're closed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I just got lost. Anyways, I am gonna go ahead and head over to the, where am I going? I'm gonna go to the grocery store, and I'm gonna go get,
it was cold in here one day, and I was wondering if it was
like, I'm gonna do a quick grocery shopping haul. So I got some Roman lettuce and green peppers, and then I got some dark salted dark chocolate with almonds and sea salt, because I love eating that with strawberries for like sweet tooth craving. And then onions to go along with my salad. And then I got 20 grams of yogurt protein, and I've been drinking this every morning. It's green juice, it's amazing, and it does wonders. And then I'm gonna mix in my salad with some kale and other green stuff. I got strawberry and bananas. And then I got some goldfish to go along with my salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and meal prep this, and yeah.